have no guests because we're on lockdown, and today's episode is called Cocktails and Conversations. That conversation will be with me and maybe somebody else. If I can get someone else to help me out here, we'll see. Matter of fact, you know what? During this lockdown, maybe we should talk about two things. Number one, I just read an article that the WHO is encouraging us to not have any alcohol. Matter of fact, they're saying they want to restrict alcohol during lockdown. So since I'm more of an outlier, not really a rule kind of guy, I'm going to be having a cocktail while I get my hair cut today. Now, I was thinking at first maybe I just cut my own hair, but it'd be pretty awkward. So I'm going to go ahead and have a friend do that right now. So are you ready? Audrey's never really cut hair before. First time, right? But we're going to go ahead and see what she can do, okay? So let's go ahead there and I'll get my hair cut. Right? Now, no haircut is complete without a Mai Tai, in my opinion. I mean, it just doesn't go as well, especially when you got somebody who's never cut hair before. So the perfect Mai Tai recipe is something you make up as you go. All I know is that there's a little bit of ice and lots of different rum that goes in it. So put a little spiced rum in there. Maybe one of these babies here. Now, if you've never had a Mai Tai before, you really should. It's a terrific drink. It's very tropical. I don't have any umbrellas though. It usually tastes better with a really gay umbrella in it, but I don't have one of those. No. Watch this, folks. This is how creative my friends are. Let me tell you something. I've got a friend here who is super creative. Out comes the umbrella. I'm afraid, Audrey, that umbrella might be a little bit big for the drink, but it'd be great if we have a plumbing leak, certainly. So put a little lemon drink in here. That is like something out of Benny Hill. That's a good one. I like that. Maybe we'll have one more of these just for you. Half of one. All right, so we got our 2.5 rums in there. A little bit of orange juice. Double of the pineapple juice. Oh, perfect. Height. Maybe a little more ice. Just to keep it chilled. And we make the perfect Mai Tai. Now, my very first, probably my second Mai Tai I had with a good friend of mine in California, Stephanie Coop, if you're watching, remember that? We had Mai Tais at a restaurant that you only allowed 2 of them. They were so strong. And we had to take an Uber back. Next morning, we were still a little bit, we were unable to drive back, so we rode our bikes back to the bar to pick up the car. It was exciting to say the least. All right, so my friend Audrey and I are mainly me than you, but I don't like rules much. So she busted out of quarantine, busted out of self-isolation to come down here and see Charleston. And what's there to see in Charleston during lockdown? Nothing. But we had fun, and now we have Mai Tais, and the only way you're allowed to stay at my place, Audrey, is to have this Mai Tai. I know you like it a little bit weaker, too bad. And cut my hair, because this is just nasty. This is like bush band stuff. So here you go.
All right, cheers.
Cheers.
It's not my fault.
No, what, haircut or the Mai Tai? Or both? Oh, come on. Tropical. Don't you feel like you're in the Bahamas right now?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We need to break that umbrella out again.
Yeah, okay.
All
I might
right.
call for it in the middle of my haircut. So, anyway, during this time, I'm not going to do comments or likes or anything because I can't really see the camera. But I'm going to get my hair cut and talk about a couple of things. The episodes on this show, we're going to be talking about a lot of things, such as leadership, books, marketing, branding, positioning, a lot of stuff like that. Before you start cutting, too late? Can I? What are you doing? I want to get a little closer because I think it's got a little boomy in here. I'm going to scoot forward here. Okay. That sounds better anyway. I want to talk today about customer service because a lot of people talk about customer service as being an expense item in your business, or you've got to placate the customer. But I've had a couple of calls in the past 2 months that are very notable. Matter of fact, both of them are from major corporations, and since this is my show, I can name names. So one of them was Miracle Grow, and the other one is Wayfair. What are you laughing about?
Oh, Miracle Grow.
Miracle Grow,
Certainly didn't work on this head of hair.
Well, you know what? I wouldn't trust them with my plants, which I tried to. I got an indoor garden greenhouse thing. And on their website, it very clearly states, under their guarantees and warranties, 100% money back guarantee on Miracle. You can Google it. Miracle Grow, probably miracle-grow.com, whatever. And money back guarantee. It says right on the website. So I bought this indoor greenhouse, and the rheostat, the thermostat, some electronic component in it failed. And I called up and said, hey, this isn't working. Can we, fix it? And they were pretty dumb on the phone. And both places, both Wayfair and Miracle Grow, have what I'm pretty sure is USA call centers. Matter of fact, I'm 90% sure US-based call centers. And this person on the phone at Miracle Grow was as about dumb as a box of rocks. I mean, they didn't understand what I was even saying. I know I talk fast, but come on. Broken, replace, okay? And it took her like 15 minutes to say, I can't help you. And so I finally asked for a supervisor, and this guy was,
I'm going in.
that's what she said. And
And
it was just, the more they talked to me, the more they refused to help me, the more agitated I got. I don't get agitated with the scissors in my neck. And I finally said, you know what, just give me a refund. And they said, we don't do refunds on this product. And I said, well, your website says so. Oh, that's our Miracle Grow line. This is your Miracle Grow electronic line. Like, I'm going to go and look up different Miracle Grows to check out a warranty. Makes no sense. Bottom line was, I was very polite. I was getting firmer the more I spoke with them. And the end result was, for $250, which is what this thing cost, they lost a customer, and now they're being talked about on my live stream, and not in a very flattering manner. Bad news travels fast, Miracle Grow. Your customer service is deplorable. I'm never going to buy your crap ever again. So there, neener. On the other hand, I, got some furniture stuff from my place here in Charleston, and I was recommended to go to Wayfair. Wayfair. These people are like your neighbors. Hi, how you doing today, Doug? They were so polite on the phone. So nice and helpful. I had a product that didn't show up when it was supposed to, and they said, I'll call FedEx for you. We'll figure it out for you. No problem, Doug. First name, always important. And the product showed up, a day late, but right on my doorstep. It was great. And that's not the best part. The best part was about, 3 months earlier, I ordered a lamp, and there was one part of the lamp where the threads were stripped. And so I called and said, hey, there's a part, the threads are stripped. Can you send me a replacement part? She looked it up and said, oh, no, we can't do that part, actually. We'll just refund you the price of the entire lamp. I said, wow, that's excessive. Okay, how do I ship it back? I said, oh, no, don't ship it. Just give it to Goodwill, and we'll give you the full credit.
wow.
How is that for customer service? I mean, it's not much for them. It was a $120 lamp. But now I'm talking about them in a positive way on the live stream. What does that tell you?
Nice.
Right? It's free publicity. So the point of this little anecdote is customer service is not an expense item in your business. It is pure and simple marketing. Every interaction you have, every customer you speak with, every disgruntled customer, every happy one, doesn't matter. You are in control of your customer's relationship with you. Not their attitude, because some people are just rude, that's fine. But if you've ever had a professional customer service person on the phone with you and you're agitated and they keep their cool, that's good. That's smart training. That's not enough. Because if they cut you off, or if they say something stupid, or they're not helpful, or if they're just reading the script, oh God, I can't stand it. I'd like you, and I've said this a couple of times, right?
Right.
I said this a few times where I say, listen, put the script down and talk to me like a human being. I did this with the Miracle Grow guy. I did this with another company about 6 or 12 months ago, and they couldn't do it. They just kept reading. And I'm like, yeah. And I'm pretty sure it wasn't a bot, right? It was a real human being. So.
You got some wiry gray hairs here, Doug. What are we going to do with that?
Well, I'm not going to dye my hair. I thought the salt and pepper look was in. It's a George Clooney look, isn't it?
Yes, it is. No, he's old right now.
Well, then I'm younger than George. Almost, maybe.
Yeah.
What, Ray, you like the salt and pepper look?
Yes.
All right. What can I do about it? I did dye my beard once about a year ago. It looked like one of those characters where they had magnets and the iron filings on his face. It was kind of goofy looking.
Okay.
So I'm not a fan.
Mr. Crow, how short do you want it on the top?
Oh, I don't want a haircut.
Oh, boy.
I
Well,
thought those rubber gloves were, never mind.
speaking of customer service, I could always get some glue and glue it back on.
Yeah. I want it shorter on the sides and just a little off the top. Typically,
Okay.
yeah.
Very thick.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know, non-professional.
Yeah, Audrey's not a professional hairstylist, and I'm not a professional customer service person. That's why we're talking about these things, because we're just normal people.
Right?
Right.
So remind them, any professionals out there, I hope that they're not cringing right now watching my style of cut.
Oh yeah, this isn't marketing for you. This is just we're just doing something other than talking to the camera. So we thought we'd be active and multitask a little bit. Right?
Right.
Right. Yeah. Okay. What else do you want to know about? Audrey, ask me a question.
Ask you a question.
Yeah.
I don't know, well, you know.
You always ask me questions
You've
about
done a ton of
sales.
traveling in your lifetime.
Yeah.
Or do we want to talk about sales?
I don't know. What interests you? Other than you already took a YouTube video on how to cut hair, which feels like you're doing a good job.
Well, you know, it's all about blending and I don't know.
Blending. Do you even know what that means when you're cutting a guy's hair? Are you blending like, the length, huh?
I don't know. I think I would like to hear some feedback from, I know you always talk about business, right?
Yeah.
You've got wonderful friends and people that have been fortunate to be able to travel, write
Right.
books, all that good stuff.
All right.
You know,
Oh man, I have so many
what
cool
are they,
customers.
but what are they gaining by being home more maybe with their families, you know?
Oh, that
We
calls.
all talk about the negative of this situation, but
Yeah.
is there something positive happening? Is
Yeah,
they
there is.
reconnected with their spouse, with their children, right? There's got to be a lot of that good stuff
Well,
going
the
on.
most important thing is to get the Mai Tai at this point.
Yeah, well, Mai Tais help.
I mean, can you get the Mai Tai?
Oh, but I'm calm.
Because it's a little hot here, so there we go. Yeah, so, okay, so we're still locked down. I talked to my son the other night. Illinois is locked down to the end of May. I don't know what's going on in South Carolina. People are a little bit of anxiety and frustration, and it's a funny thing because there's this expression that, you have more time now. Sorry, you have the same amount of time. Time hasn't changed. Where you spend your time is certainly changing. Commuting is way down. Air quality is up. Gas prices are zero. So there's some benefits there that we need to be aware of. But you are home with either by yourself or if you import your friends to cut your hair. You have time to focus on something maybe you didn't do before. A lot of my clients didn't have time to write their own books. That's why they hire our firm to help them. We have journalists and ghostwriters and editors create their books for them. And some of them now actually have some extra time to go ahead and work on their book, whether that's just doing research, positioning, or actually writing it. So we are coming out with a program in May where we're going to help people craft, position, and write their own book.
Nice.
And if they don't want to write it, we also have excellent ghostwriters and journalists they can contact to help them with that. So that's going to be a very exciting program. I'm really quite excited to roll that out here in a few weeks. That'll be a lot of fun, and it'll help people who want to get their message out, get their story told, to do it in a professional manner, as opposed to just trying to do it all themselves and making their book sound like a diary, which I've seen a lot of those. It's a sad thing.
So where does a person who just has an idea for a book, where do they start, right?
Well, they call me.
All right. And what's that number, Doug?
Oh, stop. Go to Facebook and send me a private message. I do have some tools and some PDFs to help you better position your story. Everybody I talk to, my story could be a movie, or I've got something very important to say. And that's all fine and good, and sometimes it's true, but it doesn't work without proper marketing and positioning behind it. There's a lot of great stories out there, but most of them don't get told properly, and they get lost in the
Translation?
ocean. No translation. I tell people, when you publish your own book, you're a literal drop in the ocean, because there's millions of books out there and close to 500,000 new ones every year, just in the U.S. alone. So every year, your chances of being recognized diminish by a factor of 500,000 to 1 every year. It's horrible.
What is a relevant subject, or what are people seeking to
Oh.
read these days? What's the
People
subject?
they always seek the same three things. Oh, perhaps you don't want to know what they are.
Sure.
People want sex, money, and health.
I'm not surprised sex is up there as number one. Sex sells.
Well, well,
Since
you
the
can,
1920s.
I can position before that. I can say love, I suppose, but the top three things that drive all human behavior decisions, the internet, has always been those top three topics. It's love, money, and health. That's everything relates to that. I mean, a guy does not buy a Maserati for its gas performance, right? He buys it to, make up for his shortcomings. Right?
Or his big bank account.
No, his big bank account, he can do a lot with it besides wasting on a car. He's chosen to buy something fancy because it makes him feel good or attract a girl. Doesn't do it for his health.
All right.
All right.
So.
So, those are the three things. So, no matter what you do or what you're trying to say in the world, you're not trying to sell a product or a service. You're trying to help somebody else with their transformation. That's a key differentiator. There's an old saying in sales that, sell the benefits, not the features, and that's partly true. You don't want to focus on the benefits. You want to focus on the benefits. Nothing more said.
All right. You want a mirror? You want to check that out? You want it shorter?
I don't have a mirror.
I'll
I
get you. I'll get you.
Okay. But focusing just on the benefits is only the start. A benefit has to also do something for the reader or the audience, whatever it is, and that is a transformation of sorts. Whether I want to improve my health, my relationships, or my monetary standing. That's what everything pretty much boils down to. So people who do self-improvement books or business books, even stories, even fictional stories, are designed to get somebody to escape life or teach them a lesson, empower them, inspire them to do what? To be better. See, I noticed this mirror was cracked. So
Oh.
well, now they see who Ray
That's
was.
good luck.
Now you're in the camera, Ray. Thank you.
Do you want these sides
Oh
shorter?
my gosh, that is horrible.
I know.
That looked like Hitler.
I was thinking more like Woodstock from Peanuts, but.
Who?
Woodstock from Peanuts? You know the character, the little bird with the.
Oh, the
gray hair?
Woodstock. Okay. I think, all right.
Do you want it shorter on the sides?
It's just the.
Or on top? You want it shorter?
What do you? I can't ask the audience because they don't have. No, it's fine.
Well, you wear it long typically.
Yeah, it's just. Oh, I know because you're pulling it backwards and having it go
Yeah,
forward.
how do you style it?
It normally goes forward.
All right,
Like
well,
this.
play with it.
That's what she said. How's that? Is that better?
Okay, no, that gives me a good perspective.
Okay. As long as there's no hair in my drink, that's the most important thing. How about your Mai Tai?
It's good.
Okay.
It's delicious.
She's a real teetotaler. She can't even have a one. Go ahead. No. Yeah. Chug it, baby.
All right, we're about the same.
You know they say it's 5 o'clock somewhere. I'm doing these at 4 o'clock because we're
That's
going
right.
on Bermuda time. Maybe it's 6 o'clock there. I don't know. So anyway, customer service was my main topic, but that wasn't long enough. So yeah, people want to impact the world. They will make a difference. And our clients, we have a lot of different clients. We've had athletes, politicians, criminals, sometimes both, business people, and the ones that actually have something not just impactful, but they want to make a dent in the universe. They want to actually, be a game changer in their own world or the world around them. They tend to do better. It's a bigger challenge to try to change human behavior or someone's thoughts and ideas. But if you've got something important to say and you are passionate about it, and you put the work behind it to get it out there, it can work for you. Just doing a book about, your financial planning firm or your roofing business, not that interesting. So, if you're,
You go down, there you go.
yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Which goes back to, are you courageous enough to have a big dream?
Oh yeah.
I'm courageous enough to have my friend cut my hair.
I want to live in Hawaii. Isn't that a big dream?
Yeah.
How do I get myself to be able to ride the rest out in Hawaii?
Well, you just get a ticket and
Or
go.
Bali.
Oh, Bali's nice.
Yeah.
Just get a ticket and go.
All right.
No, you're not going to do that because you've got dog and daughter and house. So you got to get rid of those things. I mean, how big is your dream? You gotta make a sacrifice.
There you
No,
go.
you gotta bring Comet. She's got the best dog in the world. Yeah. That's a good question. If you really want to go, I mean, you have to just do it. And
Alright.
it's scary to make big changes. We have to make big changes before. Sometimes they're thrust upon us. Sometimes other decisions we make. But in either case, you know, things always work out. What's the worst that can happen? If you just
Go
went
back, you start something new.
No, I mean, think about it. If you sell your house for a loss, and you and Comet go to Hawaii next month.
Comet's my dog, by the way.
Yeah, yeah. Dog, boyfriend, what are we going to call him?
Same.
Same thing. It doesn't talk back.
All right, don't laugh.
Yeah.
Don't laugh. I got scissors to your head
Mm.
right now.
Okay.
And yeah.
Right. Okay. So yeah,
Hey.
if you want to go to Hawaii, just go. I'll miss you. I don't know if I'll miss the haircut.
You'll come visit. Did
Yeah.
it feel like a professional did it?
Yeah, I had the same worthless banter, and do I owe you $12 or what?
Nope, the Mai Tai will do.
Okay, good enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. We good?
We are good.
All right, folks. So I got my hair cut during the coronavirus pandemic by my great friend Audrey. So we're very grateful for her. And
Can you give me a ponytail cut?
oh yeah, can I take this thing off?
Have you ever heard of that?
Yeah, I have. Can I? All right.
You still have some on you, so.
Yeah, yeah, it's okay.
doing that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe they've never seen this. I don't think most women get the ponytail cut, right?
We just cut
But
the
you
whole
just
thing off
put
like
it in,
this?
yeah, and then
Are
you
you
just
cut it?
cut. No!
Okay, now I'm getting it. All right, so let's go back and end the broadcast. This has been a lot of like blah blah blah. And we'll come in here. I'll go back to camera 1. Thank you very much. Thank you, Ray, for what you did today. Appreciate it. We're back on this camera now, and I'll take a look at my hair. How's it look? Oh, not too bad, not too great, but it's better than no cut at all, right? That's right.
That's right.
That's right. All right. Doug Crow signing.